What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Piscifun live giveaway. We got some awesome stuff that we're going to be talking about here tonight. I know last time on our live giveaway, we gave away some awesome reels, and one of them including the Piscifun Illumix. So this was kind of the highlight of the last live that we did, and we're going to talk about a couple more reels tonight, and then we also have a special guest. Some pro staffers from YouTube. They go by NBedits. You guys are probably familiar with them. They got some awesome YouTube content that they post basically all year. And then they really hit it hard over the ice fishing season. So we're going to be bringing Nick on tonight too as well. We're going to kind of talk to him a little bit. Talk about his open water season. I know Nick has been doing some muskie fishing over the past, I don't know, month or two here up in northern Wisconsin. And yeah, we are going to be showcasing a reel tonight that would work well for muskie fishing, maybe even some catfishing. And then we're just going to kind of showcase a few of the reels that we have that would work really well for muskie fishing. And then maybe we'll even get into some walleye stuff too. Anybody that knows me know I love to target walleye. Nick is the same way. He does do a lot of muskie fishing up in northern Wisconsin, but he does his fair share of walleye fishing up there too as well. So we're going to be bringing him on. But as you guys jump in here tonight, feel free to say hello. I'd love to know where you guys are all tuning in from tonight. And yeah, like I said, we got an awesome giveaway planned. We're going to be giving away a reel or two on this live giveaway. And then we, again, got some awesome stuff to showcase. But I'm going to go ahead. We're going to bring Nick in here. It looks like we got about 12 people in right now. So what we're basically going to talk about tonight, again, is just some different reels that we have for different types of species here at Piscifun. Again, muskies, walleye, catfish have kind of been the main target here for us the last couple of months. And we have some reels that we're going to talk to you guys about. But we're going to bring Nick in here, see if I can populate him. Boom! There he is. How's it going, Nick?
Oh, it's going great. How are you?
I'm very well, actually. I was out walleye fishing yesterday. I went out walleye fishing and I actually had a great day. And it's probably because you weren't in the boat with
me. That is so funny that you say that, because that is the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it seems like every time we decide to get out, it's either bad weather or the bite is just non-existent the day that we get out there. But yeah, we went out. Actually, I went out by myself yesterday morning, filmed an awesome walleye video. Crushed some suspended walleyes on the Piscifun Illumix. This reel right here, one of my favorites for walleyes. I don't know what your favorite is, but that Illumix has been quickly.
I don't know.
Favorites.
I've been a big Carbon X2 guy lately, but
Carbon X2. And yeah. Actually, Rick Mansell in the chat here. I don't know if you can see the chat, but Rick said Carbon X for life.
Oh, so, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, we always get a lot of Carbon X fans in here. It's one of the staples at Piscifun. It was one of the first, and it's just a quality reel, that's for sure. You've been doing any muskie fishing lately?
Well, not really. Honestly, I haven't been doing a whole lot of muskie fishing. Been a little chaotic. I know you know that, but I've had a lot going on. But I did do some walleye fishing actually, like this week, within the last week. And didn't do as good as you. I had a lot of fish, just not a lot eating. So that was kind of the common thing the last 3 trips for me. But I am going to get into the muskie scene again here now that it's September. I mean, I woke up today and it was 40 degrees when I left the house. So it's kind of getting me pumped up for that fall season. Maybe I don't know if it's going to continue like this or if we're going to get a warm up, but it's getting me excited. That's for sure.
Well, you know how it is in Wisconsin. Like, we always get a taste of something, and then, a couple weeks later, boom, summer's back, right?
Yeah, it might be 90 degrees in 3 weeks for all I know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we did get a little taste of fall, especially today, and it looks like the next couple of days we're going to get some good wind, and the temps are going to be cold. I think it's supposed to drop down to 40 degrees here in Green Bay tonight. So it's probably
we got a frost advisory.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably going to be a little cooler up by you. So really,
which is crazy.
Fall. But yeah, let's start by introducing NBedits. I mean, Nick, you're kind of one of the bigger faces of NBedits. Obviously, you and Brandon have been crushing it on YouTube for a couple of years now. Not everybody that's tuning into this may know who you are. So if you just want to give a little introduction on who you are, who Brandon is, and what you guys are doing in the YouTube scene.
Well, let's see. Started YouTube, I think it was 2016. So it's already been quite a few years. It was me and then my business partner, Brandon. We started as a fun fishing hobby, been fishing my entire life. Like I said, it was just a hobby. And we also, I did a lot of video editing for other stuff, whether that was school or just other YouTube projects. And we just one day were like, well, let's just dabble with YouTube. Let's just try fishing and filming it and see how that goes. We also were like super big fans. Of course, that was when the explosion of the Guggen Squad was going on. So, every time you went on YouTube, if you typed anything fishing, you would see any of the guys, the OG guys. And I was like, wow, we should do something like that. So we started filming our adventures up in northern Wisconsin. Did a lot of random stuff. I was a big bass guy when I first started. So we did a lot of bass fishing, and we did some challenge videos, and it kind of like propelled us. I think our fourth video we ever uploaded was a $20 Walmart, which that was a huge thing in the scene at the time. And it generated like 250,000 views for us. And it was within like 2 months of starting our channel. So we were like, wow, this is pretty easy. This is pretty cool. And we shot up to 1,000 subscribers. And then, just kind of rolled with it. Then we're like, wow, we could actually, still not making money or anything, of course, but just went along with the passion of it. And that kind of converted into more ice fishing, and then walleye fishing, of course. Those are two staples from my childhood that I've always really enjoyed doing. So that's kind of where we target most of our videos now, is a lot of ice fishing. And now we're starting to dabble with the muskie. What did I say, 2016? So we're 9 years in right now and still trying to figure it out. We, not a huge channel, but we do it part-time, and it's been fun meeting you, other guys, and working with Piscifun, everything else that we do. So it's been a wild adventure, but still going.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's crazy to look back at everything you've kind of accomplished over the years and how far you've come, even with just your video editing. It's like every year you can see it gets more and more advanced. The channel is probably allowing you to upgrade your equipment, and every year there's just a new aspect of your videos that you add, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was, like I said, started as a hobby, and now seeing it's still definitely my hobby. We do not upload as much as some other channels. So for me personally, I don't ever get burnt out on it. And I actually look at it as like a creative outlook. I can still like use my videos as like a passion, like an art form for video and editing. And then also like the fishing side of things. Fishing is my favorite thing to do in the world. So it's nice that I can have that happy medium, but then also at the same time, like see the progression and meeting friends and sponsors, and just getting into the fishing world has been cool too, because I've met so many cool people and done so many cool things from the YouTube side of the world that I never thought was even possible.
Yeah, right. That's cool. I kind of have a similar story. But it's super cool to see, how you've kind of accomplished everything over the past couple of years. Obviously, you have some great sponsors backing you, and ice fishing is kind of like your niche, right? That's your baby.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like if anybody from Wisconsin or the Midwest, or anybody that's, watches Piscifun or is watching right now, as soon as there's like even a little bit of ice, you can almost guarantee that I'm going to be there somewhere around it. I might not be on it quite yet, but I will definitely be on the shoreline, and I will be sputting as far as I possibly can out until I can actually force myself out there. And we'll definitely be out there right away. But I absolutely love it. I know it's not for everybody, but something about just going ice fishing is just so cool to me. And I don't know. That's just kind of what I was raised on. So
If you had to choose over the past, because you've been with Piscifun for about 3 years now.
it might be even more than that.
Okay.
It honestly, it might be like 4 or 5 years. I'd have to look, but it's been a while.
So if you had to choose, what do you think your favorite ice reel would be, or what's your like go-to ice reel if you're going to be going out for a panfish send or even a walleye send? Like or do you have two separate reels that you use for walleye and one that you use mainly for panfish, or is it your favorite pretty much the same?
Well, I mean, since we started the Carbon X, just the Carbon X was the original that we started using right away. That was like pretty much all Piscifun had. That was like their high end reel. So right away I got introduced to that, and then I mean we used that for a lot of years. We pretty much switched everything over to that. I use that pretty much on like now the big thing is iFish Pros or like the finicky floors. So I'll run like the 1000 series. Now it's the Carbon X2 on most of my reels or most of my rods. And I use 1000 series, but then I also like for jigging and whatnot. It's not even a reel. I don't even think Piscifun makes anymore, but well, the Viper X, I guess that is still a reel, but that was when we first signed. That was reel on pretty much all of our jigging for like crappies, panfish, because it was affordable. It's lightweight. I mean, it just did everything. So between those two, really, I mean, we still run mainly that. It's nice because you can get like the Carbon X in the smaller, like the 500 series you can get for that, which has been super solid for, early season crappie fishing and whatnot.
Excellent. Well, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of the stuff that we are talking about tonight, so the Carbon X, any of the ice fishing reels, there's some great inline reels, which I completely actually forgot about until just now thinking about ice fishing. Piscifun has some awesome inline reels too as well. The Frost, some really great options. And then we also have all of our open water reels available right now too. If you want to head on over to the website is www.piscifun.com. You can use code LIVE20 at checkout to save yourself 20% off right now on any of the gear that we are talking about. So we're talking about open water reels. We're talking about ice fishing reels. Now, you said you're not doing a ton of muskie fishing right now, but with the temps dropping, you're going to start looking into a little bit more muskie fishing here before we get some ice. Is that true?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, all I'm going to do the rest of the season. The last 2 years, I've really tried to learn the muskie world. I was never a muskie guy ever my entire life. My dad never did it. My grandpa never did it. So I really only just started doing it by catching them accidentally and seeing how cool the fish was. And then also just meeting people along the way saying like how awesome muskie fishing is. And I wanted to challenge myself these last couple of years into doing it. And I told myself at the beginning of this year, I really wanted to muskie fish more because I know I can go walleye fishing any time of the year, depending on the lake, of course, but I know I can go catch walleye right now. I don't know if I can catch a muskie, and that intrigues me. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that all the way until ice this year and just see what happens. There's a lot of avenues I haven't really done. I've never floated a sucker before, so that might be something I might want to try. Like I said, just totally new into it, but there's only one way to really learn, and that's by going.
Right. So like maybe a reel like the Nautics would be a good reel to use for floating a sucker. I don't know. I don't do a ton of muskie fishing, but I feel like if you're going to be using a float with a sucker, that big Nautics 4,000, 5,000, maybe even a 6,000 with some 80-pound braid or 100-pound braid could be a good option. But
yeah, I think a lot of people use the clicker too, like on the
Alios.
Yeah, like I think that's like a thing people do because then you can set it loose or with the clicker, and then you can hear because from everything that I've seen, watching, it seems like you'd let them take it for a really long time because some of these guys are running like 20-inch suckers, which is crazy to me, but
right,
they really let them eat, and they just eat both sides. So I mean that could be another option, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But luckily, Piscifun makes pretty much any reel you'd ever want for any scenario. So that's
Right.
good for me.
So before we move on about our muskie talk here, Rick Mansell, Nick, what kind of, I'm assuming he meant line. He said, what kind of wine, but I don't think you're drinking wine while you're ice fishing. So we're going to go, what kind of line do you run in the winter for ice fishing?
It all depends. I am a big believer, especially being from up north. Our lakes are so clear that I usually try to go as light as I possibly can. For a lot of open water scenarios, my whole life I ran like 6 pound, which is pretty crazy. But I was always like use the smallest jig ever and a minnow and light line. And now that I've started doing YouTube and everything, I've experimented with a lot of stuff. I still do a lot of light line, but like if I'm walleye fishing, say with like a finicky fluor, I'm running like a tip up setup. I'll usually do like, you got your braid. That can be anything you want. I usually do like 8 to 20 pound, depending. I mean, if you're walleye fishing or pike fishing. And then like fluorocarbon, I usually always try to stay around like 8 to 10 pound, depending, obviously, for like that would be for a walleye, but like crappies and everything, the fluorocarbon nowadays is so good. You can run it as light as you possibly want if you're just running it straight to the reel.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully, Rick, that answered your question. Aiden Mack is asking, is it possible to put 80-pound braid on a Piscifun Alios 300 size reel? I'm actually holding, I believe this is the 400 right here. I do have a couple of the 300s, and they are spooled up with 80-pound braid. So I don't know about you, Nick. I know you have a couple of the 300s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, my main one's 300.
Yeah.
And I honestly want to say I run 100 pound on mine right now.
Okay. Okay, so you could even fit 100-pound braid on those. You have a couple of the 400s too, right, Nick?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like we were talking about earlier, these Alios 400s are just kind of a size up from the original 300. The 300 was a great reel. We had a bunch of people use it for muskie, obviously, and then we had some Florida guys use it for tarpon. I personally had the opportunity to go down to Naples, Florida, and hook some tarpon on the Alios 300. That reel is an absolute beast. Obviously, you have the big power handle on it. And then the drag and everything on the reel is super, super sleek, especially for the price. But we did have some people that wanted to hold just a little bit more line on the spool arbor than they were able to with the 300. So we upgraded that reel to the 400. Both are still available and both are really great reels. But this 400 has been really slick and has been a very popular option for a lot of muskie fishing, probably in northern Wisconsin, but a lot of Great Lakes muskie fishing, whether you're really tangling with some big fish. These 400s have been the ticket. But what's the biggest muskie you've got up in northern Wisconsin, Nick? I know you've got a couple of videos on YouTube where you crank on like 2 or 3 muskies a trip, which is pretty impressive going out muskie fishing, and you're not using live scope, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Some videos I am, some videos I'm not. I like to shake it up, because if I just, I'm a big live scope guy, but I put it down sometimes depending on the lake, of course, and like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But the biggest I've had this year it's big for me. It's only 43, but I think the day that I caught it though, we had 3 muskie that day. I just haven't had the chance to encounter anything bigger. I have had a few follows this year. I had one opening day, actually, with Sam from Mindak, and that one was pushing, like, it had to have been 48. So at least it looked like it. It looked like a torpedo coming in at my bait, and I got it halfway in my figure 8, and it just turned off. And that's the ones you see. I don't know how many follow that don't make it to the boat, or you never know. That's what's so exciting about muskie fishing, because even 43 inches, like, that crushed my PB before, and like it's such a big fish, and the fact that they get like 7, 8, 9, 10 inches, you could fish Green Bay and get a 56 incher. I mean,
right? It's
insane to me, but I guess that's why you do it, to just keep on seeing what you can catch. I don't know. It's like, it's cool to me, but yeah, 43 this year, but.
Well,
Open for bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive to me that you can go out and hook 2 or 3 and or maybe even catch 2 or 3 in a video, which filming muskies, I mean, I've never really done it. It can't be easy. I've muskie fished before, and you know, obviously the success rate is lower than a lot of the other species that we fish for. So it's just impressive to be able to go out and catch, you know, 2 or 3 muskies a trip and get that all on film successfully, you know, without giving up or getting stressed out. Cause I know how muskie fishing can be.
Yeah, I think like last year was my first real year, like buying all the stuff and the equipment for it. And I want to say we successfully filmed two or three videos. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say I went 15 times last year, intentions of filming, and I did film, just not any catches. So it is a struggle, and even some days where I don't know how many times we had it where we'd get one maybe, but you know, from filming videos too, like one fish in a video, I don't care how big it is.
Right.
It's tough to put together a 10+ minute video that's entertaining because, you know, depending on the fish catch, it might only be 30 seconds long, which a lot of muskie, you know, it's short fights for the most part. So
Right.
it is very hard to get the muskie content, but I mean, that's the part of it though, I guess. It's just live and learn, and depending on the lake too, because I have a lake that I fish, it's smaller, so I'm not getting trophy size, but like I've caught 10 in a day before, versus like going to bigger clear lakes, and you know, maybe I don't even see a muskie all day, but if I got one, it'd be 50 inches. So
Yeah, that makes it worth it. That's a video in
yeah,
itself.
right. So you got to play the game, like whether you want, like what kind of content you want with it when you're filming for muskie, of course.
Right. Well, that being said, if you guys, again, for anybody that's just jumping in, what we're talking about right now is the Alios 400 and the Alios 300. An awesome muskie reel. I seen somebody in the comments actually said, I believe it was Vince, saying he was using his for combat fishing for bull reds. So there's a lot of different species that you can fish for this. We got some calf fishermen that use this. But if you are interested in this reel, they are available in right-hand and left-hand versions right now on the Piscifun website. You can go to www.piscifun.com and you can use code LIVE20 to save yourself 20% off of your purchase. And that goes for anything on the website. So we have a lot of great reels there. We got some awesome gear over there too as well. If you're looking for anything, definitely jump on the website, check it out. You can use code LIVE20 to save yourself some money at checkout. But I know that the title of this is a Piscifun live giveaway, and I failed to give anything away just yet, just because we've been having so much fun talking to Nick and telling stories here. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do a giveaway. So Nick, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but what we do is we play an emoji game. So basically what I do is I'll state an emoji, and then the first person to post that emoji on the live feed here, however it comes across on my end, is basically how I call it. So basically we'll just choose an emoji, everybody will post it, and then who's ever the first on my live feed here will be the winner of what we're going to give away. We're going to give a $20 gift card away to the website right now live. So Nick, I'm going to let you do the honors. You can choose whatever emoticon that you want. So there's tons of emoticons. You have to choose one. And then once you say it, however they pop up on my live feed here, we'll have our first winner of the night. We're going to give away 3 $20 gift cards throughout the night. So let's give that first one away. Nick, what do you think?
So you want me to say an emoji is what you're saying?
Just choose an emoji, and whichever one you choose, they got to start posting their comments.
Okay, we'll start it out nice and easy. You know, just like I'm excited for the fall muskie season, so we'll do excited for the first one.
Excited, an excited emoji. Look at, see, Bradley's trying to get in. He posted an eagle. He's trying to take a wild guess.
Trying to just guess it up.
The excited emoji as they start coming in here. Brent said he just ordered a Carbon X2 and it's coming this Friday. He cannot wait to get it. How perfect. Am I back?
Yes, I can hear you now at least.
So when did you guys lose me?
It was literally before you picked anybody.
Before I picked anybody. Okay, well, that's great.
Yes, it
Let's
was
just
literally right when that happened.
let's just go through the spiel again. Neil, congratulations. There you are. You guys seen him come across the screen there. Neil, you were the winner. Congratulations. You were the first one on my live feed here. Brady came in second, and Bradley, he came in third, but he didn't have an emojicon posted. He only had the excited word posted there. So that wouldn't have been a win. But congratulations to Neil. Neil, what I need you to do, please shoot me an email with your full name. I'll need a phone number, and then obviously I'll have your email address if you can shoot me that email. So please shoot me an email. There's my email right there. Congratulations to Neil. Neil's probably like, what the heck's going on? I see my name on the screen. Did I win? Awesome. All right. Cool. Well, congratulations. We're going to be giving 2 more of those gift cards away here tonight. So if you didn't win on that one, we're going to give 2 more away. And for those of you that are just joining us, you can go on over to Piscifun's website, www.piscifun.com. You can use code LIVE20 right now to save yourself 20% off at checkout. So nice little deal we got going on right now. But let's move on here. So we were talking musky fishing. We were talking a little bit juggling around the catfish thing. Now, I don't do a ton of catfishing. Nick, I don't think you do a ton of catfishing either.
No, never specifically tried before. I've caught them by accident, but
yeah, we always catch them walleye fishing, right? Like we've caught some tanks in the Fox River.
Oh yeah,
the
Fox River has been pretty fun. Like I almost want to go there just to catfish.
Yeah, like the Fox is cracked for catfish. If you want to go get some really big catfish, like there's some big flatheads in there. I mean, they're giant. If I had,
I
could show
the channels too. I mean, I caught a big channel down there too once.
Yeah, you got some video of that. I mean, it feels like every year for that spring run on the Fox River and Deep Pier, like you're catching at least 1 or 2 catfish during those videos that are just mega giants.
Well, the crazy thing about it too is you're fishing like a rock bar, right? And you hear of these people catching 33-inch walleyes. So that initial, like you're using, say, like a blade bait, and it hits, you feel it specifically hit your bait, and you're like, wow, this is the biggest walleye in my life. You start fighting it. You're like, I'm already thinking of a spot on my wall. And then realization hits, and you see the catfish come up, but they actually hit the thing, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, you just feel the powerful jaws just clamp down. And there's people that do the noodling thing, like they stick their hand in a hole and they feel those jaws just clamp down on their arm. Like I can't imagine. I hope maybe we got some cat fishermen in this chat that can educate us a little bit on that. But we got this awesome reel right here. This is the Piscifun Chaos XS. Now there's a couple of different models. You guys can see there's a 4,000, a 5,000, and 6,000. You can get it available in the right hand and left hand. Now this has kind of been the go-to for cat fishermen. Anybody that's doing it, whether they're doing it on the boat or even just off the bank. The Chaos XS is a great reel that's not going to break the bank. You can see it's priced at $60 for that 4,000 model. And then I think it goes up by like $10 for each model. So super affordable reel with some really high quality bearings. And then again, that 5:3-to-1 gear ratio too as well. So that's just an awesome all around. It's actually a saltwater. I believe it's rated for saltwater, if I'm not mistaken, or that might be the new one, but you can get it in a couple of different colors too as well. But this reel has just kind of been the staple for cat fishermen. Super, like I said, super affordable reel. Look at here, we got some pictures, some reviews, gar, all sorts of stuff. Here's some catfish. Boom, there we go. So yeah, these things are sweet. They go paired up pretty well with some of the catfish rods that Piscifun has available too, if you're looking for a great combo. But these have been like one of the best sellers. So if you guys are into catfishing, definitely check out the Chaos XS round. Again, we got an awesome deal going on right now. If you guys head on over to the website and use code LIVE20, you can save yourself some money on these reels right now at at checkout. Now we did do a little bit of an update on the chaos reel. We actually came out with the CNC Pro Chaos. This is a bait casting reel. Again, for freshwater fishing. This has been, you can see the picture of the catfish right on the reel there. This has been a very popular reel for catfish too as well. I don't know about you. Do you have one of these reels, Nick?
I do not.
Probably not. So this is these are the specs on it. It's very similar. It's got a 5:3 to 1 gear ratio, mono capacity at 15 pounds, 250 yards, with braid capacity of 40 pounds at 260 yards, 6+1 ball bearings, and inches per turn, 25. So very, very awesome reel, again, for the money, with a max drag of being about 25 pounds. It's got the magnetic brake system in it, as well, for efficient casting. That way you're not getting any big backlashes or anything like that if you're not used to using a bait casting reel. But again, just a very popular reel for catfishing, but also a reel that could be used for fishing northern or even fishing muskie too as well. So if you're interested in any of these reels, again, these are available right now on the website. You can go over to the website, www.piscifun.com, and you can use code LIVE20 to save yourself some money on these reels at checkout. And they're already super affordable. That's one of the awesome things here at Piscifun, being direct to consumer, is they can make those prices affordable for you. So you're getting a great quality product at a very affordable price to use out in the field. And yeah, this is just something that we've been very excited about. It's a very sleek looking reel. I actually have got the chance to use this reel, and it's very smooth. So we do have a question: what pound line should you use for catfish? I would suggest using anything over 30 pounds. Honestly, these like some of the cats that Nick and I are catching in the Fox in the spring, these are 30-pound plus catfish, especially some of the bigger flatheads. And I'm sure those are small compared to some of the catfish that the guys are getting down south. I'm sure they're getting even bigger. Like I don't even know, but 30-pound catfish up here, at least some of the ones that I have caught, like they're massive.
You would think you'd want just like the heaviest possible, or
Yeah.
whatever you could fit like on the reel. I would just do that. I don't think it matters, like, because they're bottom feeders, I suppose, right?
Right. And I mean, we obviously catch them on spinning gear when we're fishing for walleyes,
Right.
and we got 10-pound,
12-pound
12
fluorocarbon.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely doable with a lighter line, but if you're gonna, have the setup for catfish, obviously I'd want to go a little higher. 30, 40-pound braid is going to be more than enough, I would think. And then you're gonna be able to kind of horse that fish a little bit. But catfish are a ton of fun to catch, regarding on what you catch them on, but they can be a lot of fun. But we are going to get off the topic of catfish. So again, that is the reel that we are actually going to be giving away tonight. So if you guys are interested in that, we are going to be giving that reel away at the end of this little live giveaway that we're doing here. So if you're interested in some of that, stay tuned. We have a Chaos XS that we are going to be giving away. I'll have to make sure I go back to the XS and not the Pro. I believe we gave the Pro away couple of weeks ago, but we are going to be giving a Piscifun Chaos XS away today at the end of this live. But let's get into something that we both really like. And before we do that, since we're back to 17 people in here and we've gotten 17 likes on this giveaway, if you guys can keep liking this and sharing this, that would be absolutely awesome. We're going to go ahead. We're going to give away another $20 gift card. This will be the second one of the night. So after we give this one away, we'll have one more to give away. But yeah, for those of you that are just tuning in, we are playing an emoji game. And basically how we did it is we will state an emoji, and then the first person to post that emoji on our live feed will be the second winner tonight of a $20 gift card. So since Nick is our awesome guest here tonight, we're going to go ahead and let him choose the second emoji for this giveaway. So get on and get ready. Nick, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Let's see here. You got to try to be creative with this one. The last one wasn't too creative.
Yeah, make them work.
Let's do.
Alex says hi. Alex, how's it going? Said he needs a battery for the Kraken. Assuming he means
I'm,
garlic.
I'm thinking here. Hold on. This is crazy. It's not anything to do with catfish, but it's something to do with the fish. We're gonna do a type of food that you use to catch carp. I don't know why that popped in my head. I just want to see. Is there even emoji for that? Should I make sure if that's even a thing?
Oh yeah, there's got to be plenty of carp bait emojis. That's a good one. That's a
I
good
know.
one.
I try to get
I would
creative
say
with.
corn. Corn would probably be like my first thought, I guess. Like corn is at the top of my head right now, and I know there's got to be a corn emoji. Oh,
Beliefs.
oh, look at all these coming in. Hey,
Look
dude,
at that.
we called it corn. So we got corn, we got worms, we got. Is that a bear?
Yeah, I don't know what Ted's doing, but he's. I don't know how well bear would work for carp. Maybe catfish, but
I don't think you'd want to use bear. Yeah. So, anyways, it looks like we do have a winner, and it is Main Girl 207. She came in with corn. She was the first one to post a corn emoji here on my live feed. Austin McClure, he was a close second. He had a worm, which you could use worms. I mean, a big clump of night crawlers for carp. Why not? But
sure
Main Girl, congratulations. She was the second winner of a $20 gift card here tonight. We have one more gift card to give away. And then we also have a reel that we're going to be giving away too as well. So Main Girl, if you could please shoot me your email address. I'm trying to multitask. I will need your email address, a phone number of some sort. I don't know if I need the phone number. I'm just guessing that I'll need it. So your phone number, full name, and then obviously I'll have your email address. We can get that $20 gift card sent out to you ASAP. So congratulations, Main Girl. She was the winner of the second gift card here tonight. We have, again, one more gift card to give away. And then we also have a reel that we're going to be giving away at the end of this live too as well. As we move forward, if you guys, anybody in the chat has any questions for our boy Nick here from NBedits, please feel free to ask him any questions that you would like, as long as they are live appropriate. He will do his best to answer those questions. We had a couple of questions come in earlier. So any questions that you guys may have for him, he's a northern Wisconsin dude. He fishes a lot of smaller lakes up north. And he does really well up there. He's got an awesome YouTube channel that he runs with his buddy Brandon. And yeah, they do some really awesome content, whether it's on the ice or open water. So if you guys have any questions, definitely shoot those out. But we're just going to kind of keep moving on here and talking about a species that Nick and I both love. And it involves a reel like this. Now, Nick said his favorite reel for walleyes is a Carbon X2.
Well, okay, so I do use the Carbon X2, but I actually forgot that I have been using the Carbon XT a lot this year, and then I also do have the Lumix. But the Carbon XT is nice. Like, I have been enjoying it. It's got a different feel to it, so I've had to get used to it, but I've been enjoying that one too.
The Carbon XT is nice, and it also has a little bit different sounding drag than a lot of the other Piscifun. I don't know if it's kind of similar to the Nautix, where you get that, like, it's a little bit clickier. Whereas I believe the Carbon X and the Illumix is just, there's a different tone there. Both of them are sassy. I love them both.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I got a chance to catch a pretty nice sized walleye yesterday when I was out on Green Bay on the Carbon XT. It was actually the last fish of the video, Nick, I caught on a Carbon XT, and super smooth reel. Available in a couple of different sizes, but it's just kind of a kickoff of the Carbon X, and is just a super smooth reel. Packaged very nice too. But those reels, again, they are available right now on the website. If you guys want to jump over to piscifun.com, you can use code LIVE20 to save yourself some money. Right now, right here, I am holding a Piscifun Illumix reel. This has been one of my favorites after it came out, I believe, like a year and a half ago. This reel has been one of my favorites to chase walleyes with. It's a super smooth reel. It's got an awesome kind of purple hue to it, and then it is also available in like a gunmetal gray too as well. A couple of different sizes, 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000, which 2,000 is kind of my go-to. I don't know what you're thinking, Nick. What size is your go-to? Is it 2,000 or
2000. I run it on pretty much everything for spinning
yeah?
for open water. I mean, it's just like a solid. It's not too big in your hand, not too small, and you can fit enough line on it. It's a go-to. Always has been, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you find yourself like getting caught up in line retrieval on different types of presentations at all? Like, do you go?
No, I've used it for everything. I'll put it on an ultralight and I'll go crappie fishing. I've used it for Senko fishing with bass. I'll throw a shiver minnow on Green Bay with it. I mean, it pretty much does it all, honestly. I don't really have any problems. Different size line, too, a lot of it. I mean, I'll run it all the way up to, I've ran 60-pound braid on them before, too. So I've done it all.
Yeah, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Carbon X and the Carbon XT both have the same gear ratio, which is that 6:2 to 1, which is again a very high gear ratio, which is another reason why I like the Piscifun reels. I know all the Illumixes have a 6:2 to 1, so the retrieval rate's actually very good. If you're going to be throwing some reaction baits, or lately we've been doing a lot of live scoping. With this, not necessarily that unit right there, but we've been doing a lot of live scoping up front. And a lot of times if you get a little bit of wind, especially on the Great Lakes, which is probably different up by you, Nick, but down in Green Bay, we get a lot of wind. And what happens is if you're wanting to try to live scope, especially if you have your transducer on the Minn Kota up front, you're drifting with the waves. You can throw a drip sock out to try to slow yourself down, but you're constantly drifting. And one of the things that you want to have is a fast reel that you can basically pick up that slack quickly with. So is it a little different up by you? I mean, if you get some wind, you're moving around pretty good, or?
I mean, if I'm on a small lake, we don't get a whole lot of wind. But, just the other day when we were out on Green Bay, for sure, it was, when you're drifting around with 4-foot waves, it was nice having the time to just be able to reel up quick and to get that bait in front of the fish. Not that it, of course, made them bite, but it was very nice to be able to pick up the line quick.
So do you see a big difference? Obviously, being up in northern Wisconsin, you probably see a big difference in pressure from, fishing the Great Lakes or down in Green Bay, just because Green Bay has so much pressure. And then you go up to these little northern lakes up in Wisconsin. I mean, that potentially see no pressure throughout the year. Do you see a big difference in behavior from fish that have a ton of pressure to fish that don't get a ton, especially over the summertime when they're really starting to fire?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, on some of the lakes that I fish, if I see another boat, like I'm almost a little bit mad because I like to be the only one out there. So there's not a lot of pressure. Now that it's after Labor Day, if you're like on a lake that doesn't have muskie, let's just say it has bass and walleye only, you might be the only boat. I mean, this time of the year, a lot of people are starting to muskie fish. So I'll get up there, one person, maybe most, and these fish usually fire any day of the week. I mean, yeah, there's still going to be those cold front days where they won't even touch a crawler in their face. But if you can find fish, for the most part, you're like, they're always eating. And if they're not eating in one area, they're always eating in another area. Just got to switch up your patterns maybe a little bit. But
Yep.
It's nothing like the Green Bay area at all, where you really got to play like your days.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of one of the biggest things that I've noticed, especially like over the last couple of years with live scope, is just kind of figuring out, what they want to eat on certain days, because not every day is the same. And I'm speaking mainly for the Great Lakes just because that's what I fish. But every day is not the same. So like one day they could be firing on this. The next day they could be firing on the same thing, but you got to switch up your color a little bit. Or maybe that third day they're just firing on something completely different. So similar to like bass fishing, you should have an arsenal of rods and obviously reels pretty much ready to go with different baits tied on at the ready. That way you can just, I mean, with live scope, you're casting at fish, what their behavior is, so if that fish isn't reacting, boom, grab another rod, flip another bait at it, and just kind of keep rifling through stuff until you find something that's going to trigger them.
Oh, yeah.
Ted Miller had a great comment here. Even throwing hair jigs, the line retrieval is perfect on some of the reels that we have here at Piscifun. So there's just a lot of different options out there. I mean, you kind of gave me the comment the other day, like the lake that you're fishing, some of the lakes that you fish up there, some of these walleyes, you could cast a freaking blade of grass at them and they'll bite it. Like you could cast anything.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, like, I never used like the jig and crawler, but like that's been a staple for you this year for sure. Like you've been out on Green Bay, you've been doing really good jig and crawler. Me, it's like I could throw, like you said, a blade of grass, depending. And I know you can love or hate live scope. It is, to me, it's more of an information tool than it is like catching fish. I do my fair share of catching fish with it, of course. But like you said, with finding out what they're eating, I mean, you could present anything at them, like in their mouth, basically, and they won't touch it. And you can sort through 15 different things before, you'll get to whatever they're eating. And then, you have the choice. You could put it away and just fish, or you could use it. I mean, it all depends at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I could throw. I've been just a big like jig and paddle tail. I mean, it's so easy. You don't have to rebait it. You can just catch the fish, release it, get right back in there.
That's fair.
So it's a little different for sure. But I mean, though, fishing the Green Bay area, if you get them to bite, like if it's just a good day, you can get them on anything too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely for the most part. Like when those fish are firing, water's warm. Bait fish are starting to push out, and by bait fish I mean like those alewives that we get invasion from basically every year. When that water starts to get warm, they finally start to push out, and those fish are really looking for some food. And that's the best time, honestly, in my opinion, to get on some really fun pelagic walleye fishing, which is something that I took advantage of a lot this year. But we got an awesome comment in the chat here, and that is, have you ever used the Alios 400 with the line counter for some kings? Now, I do believe, you know what, let's just pop one of those out of here. Nick, why don't you think of another emoji? We're going to do another giveaway. We have a $20 gift card that we're going to be giving away here on this live for the Piscifun website. Again, if you guys are interested, all the stuff that we're talking about here tonight is available on the website, www.piscifun.com. You can use code LIVE20 to save yourself some money right now at checkout. But we're going to give away another $20 gift card for those of you that are just tuning in. Basically, what we do is we play an emoji game. We'll state an emoji, and then the first person to post that emoji on my live feed will be the winner of a $20 gift card. Now, this is the third one that we're giving away. After this, we have an awesome reel giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of this live. So if you want a chance to win a reel, we are going to be giving away a Chaos XS to a lucky winner too as well, playing the same emoji game. So I'm going to let Nick think of an emoji here, and then when he states that, start posting them. The first person to post that will be the winner of the third $20 gift card. And while you're doing that, Nick, I'm going to run over here and I'm going to grab one of the Alios 400s with a line counter.
All right, let's try to get creative again with that last one. I don't like just doing like your everyday, like the first one that I did where I just did exciting. So we're going to go with, let's see here. We're going to shake it up. I'm from northern Wisconsin, of course, but let's do one of the go-to baits that you can use for saltwater fishing. It can catch at least a little bit of saltwater fishing that I've done. This bait can catch anything. And they make it artificial, or you can get it live. And you can also eat it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
You big saltwater guy?
I didn't even know there was emojis for that. Yeah, I've done my fair share of saltwater fishing. Have you used this? I've done it off the beach.
Did you use this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming that you're talking about shrimp.
I am
I mean,
talking about shrimp.
Shrimp is like the go-to, man.
It's a go-to for me. Like Friday night fish fry, I'm getting shrimp.
Ted Miller's chiming in with the turkey. I don't think,
Probably better than bear, but
I don't think you're using turkey. All right, let's see. We got some shrimp coming in. We also had an octopus, which that's a good one too.
I never used that.
But shrimp, I think, was kind of the go-to answer here, and we had the first 3 people in here actually say shrimp. But the first person to post shrimp was, drum roll please, Bradley. Bradley Deese. Congratulations to Bradley. We're going to get you hooked up with a $20 gift card, my friend, to the Piscifun website. What I'll need you to do is send me your full name and your phone number to this email address right here. Please send me your full name. I'll already have your email address and then a phone number. That way I can get that sent over to you right away. So congratulations to Bradley. He just won the third $20 gift card here tonight for the Piscifun website. But don't go anywhere if you guys didn't win that. We are going to be giving away a reel here in a little bit. We have one more reel that we're going to kind of run through here, and then we're going to be giving a reel away, the Chaos XS. So you're not going to want to miss out on that one. That's kind of the big one here tonight. It's valued at about $60 to $80, depending on what size you would like. So you'll get to choose, but we are going to be giving that reel away here in just a little bit. Again, if you guys are looking for some awesome reels, you can head on over to the website, www.piscifun.com, and you can use code LIVE. Nick?
Use code LIVE for 20% off. Is that what you're saying? Sorry, I was distracted.
It's all good.
I was not paying attention.
I tried doing something cool there, and it just didn't pan out. But yeah, no, Live 20. Use code Live 20, and you'll save yourself 20% off at checkout. All right. So the question was, can you use a Piscifun Alios 400 with the line counter for kings? My answer is, I don't know. I don't know if you can use this reel for kings. I have used this reel for coho. I have not put them to the battle yet for kings. I would say it's possibly doable. I don't think you could fit enough line on here to really give them a good run, especially if you get a big 4-year-old hooked up. I mean, you could definitely try. However, I don't think it's necessarily meant for fishing kings. Piscifun did have an awesome reel that was really meant for kings. They called that what did they call that? Was a Solace X reel, which was a very solid reel for that. So hopefully that answered your question. I'm assuming.
I mean, see, Cody, the only thing, like, I was just in Alaska a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
we actually were using that reel, well, without the clicker, but we were using that for, well, salmon, not kings, but different style, of course, not maybe Great Lake trolling, but.
So you were using this guy?
We were using that for flipping for salmon, yes.
So,
but they don't make as long runs.
Right. So I would say absolutely. I mean, if you're going to be, because you were float fishing in the river, right?
Yeah. Well, we're flipping, but I mean, you could float fish too, which, you know, a lot of people, that should be happening pretty soon, I would think. So,
yeah.
I mean, it was kind of nice to crank on instead of using like a fly reel. It was nice to be able to drag everything.
There's definitely some guys that are using these reels for kings, like float fishing in the river. Absolutely doable. In that case, you know, you can spool this up with some braid to whatever fluorocarbon leader that you need in those rivers to do that. You're going to be able to crank in some fish on this. However, if you are going to be trolling out on the Great Lakes, just with the style of fishing that you're doing, I don't think this would be enough. I mean, I would definitely give it a go. Like I said, we pulled in some coho on this reel, no problem. It's mainly meant for walleye fishing. This was kind of built around walleye fishing, which is a great reel, but it can be used for any kind of trolling. Like I said, we have a handful of guys using these Alios reels for a lot of different applications. So some really good uses for these. You can troll for muskies with these too, which is a pretty popular technique here in Green Bay. Actually, you don't probably do a ton of trolling up by you, Nick?
Not a whole lot, just a lot of casting. I also am not set up properly at all for that, but
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of trolling with like a rod in between my leg out of my kayak, but I don't think that really counts.
Right, right. All right. So we had a question come in from Hook and Bullets Outdoors, Nick. Have you ever used a bait caster from Walmart?
Bait caster. Don't think I have, actually. Spinning reels, Ninja Turtles, Dora rods. Yeah, I've definitely done that, but I don't think I've ever used a bait caster from Walmart. Have you?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, no, actually.
I
I
don't even know
remember,
what they
I
carry
remember
actually at Walmart. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I know like way back in the day when we were like just kind of starting the whole YouTube thing that we did a Walmart challenge. It was like you, me, and John and Brandon and Sam, I believe. And you
Hmm.
picked out some baits for me to use that were absolutely horrendous, but I don't think you gave me any reel to use.
No.
All right,
Plenty of other stuff.
here's a good one, Nick. Amanda Wambled. Nick, would you rather fish hard water or open water? What is your favorite?
Hmm. I actually get that question a lot, and I know a lot of people probably will hate my answer, especially my friend John. But I actually probably prefer ice fishing, honestly. I, it's hard though because like spring walleye fishing to me is so great too, but it's just such a small sample for like the whole open water. Um, like I do love open water. I love fishing, however, but I don't know. Like I'm already like tonight's gonna frost, right? I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go look at my tip ups. I'm just gonna, tell them it's gonna be soon. Who knows? I might even rig them up this weekend. So I do get really excited about ice fishing. I do love. It's just like it's such a good time. You can, to me personally, I like it because you can one catch really big fish. Everything is stocking up for winter, right? And then pretty much everything spawns in spring, so everything's real fat, real big. And then like aside catching big fish, like a social event. Look at how many times like you've come and fished, or like even last year when we all went ice camping with John, and we got the whole group of guys out there, and you can grill and you can sleep on the ice and do all these activities. Versus like if I don't have a 21-foot boat, I might only be able to fish with three guys, like
Right.
depending on what you're doing or whatever the case scenario is. But ice fishing, you could have 20 guys and you can just run for flags, you could jig, you could not do any of that and just cook food and hang out. I mean, it's a great time personally.
That's fair. That's fair. I knew ice fishing was coming. That's why I was just
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it because it's cold, but maybe just got to get a heater. I don't know.
Yeah. Great question though, Amanda. If you have any other questions for Nick, feel free to ask those. We're gonna kind of. Have you traveled down to Florida for some snook fishing? I personally have. What about you, Nick?
Not for snook. I've done redfish
The red.
and some drums, and that's about it. Maybe some beach fishing, but mainly like red fishing, like inshore stuff. I've never adventured out and done any like deep sea fishing. I've wanted to. I think it'd be a really fun time, but I just never. A lot of the inshore stuff.
Yep. That's fair. Ashley said she's excited for ice fishing, so you're not the only one, Nick.
No,
No,
that's good.
I
I'm
will
glad
say
to hear.
I am looking forward to doing some ice fishing. We got a lot of well, you and I both know we got some exciting things this winter that we're both pretty pumped about. So I am looking forward to it. It's always kind of a sad thing to put the boat away, which actually mine is for sale right now, but it's always kind of a sad thing to put that away for the year. But I'm looking forward to it, man.
It is fun. I mean, it's a different change of pace. And plus, without ice fishing, you wouldn't be excited for spring open water fishing either. If you were just open water fishing year round, there'd be nothing to look forward to as much. Like, yeah, the fish would still spawn, but I don't think there's anything greater than coming from a miserable winter to like a warm spring day and you can get the boat out. I don't know. I mean, that's like your like my early ice to you is probably like getting the boat out for the first time on the Fox.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, you got to have ice fishing first before you can get the spring.
Yep. Do you guys target big blues and flatheads? I have a couple Chaos 60 reels and I love them. Very tough. I'm just curious as to what reels from Piscifun you would recommend that have more tension on the bait runner. I believe is the Chaos 60 the, let's just take a look, see here. So if you haven't tried the Chaos Pro CNC bait casting reel, definitely check that one out, Steve. That's going to be a good bang for your buck. Again, that's on the website. It's available right now. If you do purchase that, you can use code LIVE20. Otherwise, we are going to be giving some of the Chaos reels away here too as well. At the end, actually, we're going to give one of those away. Let's see. Travis Harvey, Lake Erie guy here. What's your favorite part of your annual Kelly's Island trip? Oh boy. Well, we actually go to Put-in Bay, not Kelly's, but close enough. I would say my favorite part of that trip is I just get to relax for a week and fish walleyes every day, all day. Even if we get some wind, we find a way to make it out there, and we just get to fish all day for walleyes, or obviously until we get a limit. Ton of fun though, and the walleyes out there are insane. I mean, you catch a lot, and you catch a lot of big ones too. So it's a lot of fun. I would say my favorite part is probably just relaxing for a week, catching a ton of walleyes. I mean, it's just kind of my favorite thing to do. Egg wagons, yes, absolutely. Ted Miller, just building a sled or wheeler with accessories to haul your gear and toys for ice fishing is awesome. Some builds people have are just genius level builds. Absolutely. There's a lot of great YouTube videos on some really nice sleds that have been really thought out. Nick has an awesome snowmobile that he absolutely loves.
You're a funny guy.
And he always enjoys starting. This is why Nick loves ice fishing. He just loves starting his snowmobile every year.
I love getting stranded in the middle of the woods and ripping my shoulder from starting it for 3 hours. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Oh, I know it is your absolute favorite.
Yeah, maybe Ted can build me a rig. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a little bit of an emergency here. My battery is dying. So while I'm gonna run and grab my laptop charger. Nick, let's see. What's your favorite fishing memory that you've had with you and I in a boat? I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm gonna run and grab my charger. Just don't embarrass me while I'm gone.
Okay. Favorite fishing memory with Cody? Well, probably when I was describing myself in the beginning of this, for all you that weren't around in the beginning, I started doing YouTube in 2016 with my buddy Brandon, who is not here with me right now, but we do it 50-50. And I think I met Cody in 2017 or maybe 2018. It was shortly after I started my YouTube channel. And we fished a lot together. So this is kind of fun to just get on here and talk with him. But first, my favorite fishing memory with Cody. We've had some really good days, and we've also had just some absolutely miserable days. Whether that's him coming up north ice fishing with me, or us, well, mainly me going to Green Bay and fishing with him. I don't haul my boat out there a ton. But I'd probably say, maybe this last year, we did an ice camping send. I know ice fishing is not really in a boat or open water. I don't even remember what he said, but we went ice camping. Well, this maybe was 2 years ago, but we had like a 2-mile walk, and I think we each packed like 500 pounds between the three of us, and spent 2 days out on the middle of the lake, just cooking and hanging out and catching fish. Did you sprint?
Yeah, I did. This computer almost just died, and we would have lost everything. But we're
talking about our favorite memory, but I don't. It's so hard. I almost want to pick one that like wasn't even the best fishing day. Like I was talking about us ice camping when we did all that work to get out there, and I mean that was fun. Or the
Oh,
day out on Green
yeah.
Bay, maybe where we just like the most ridiculous fishing I've ever seen in my entire life. That was a fun day.
Yeah, that was a good video too. That
I don't
ice
know.
camping, I know which day that ice camping day that you're talking about, I know was absolutely insane. And we got hit with that.
It's just like
Actually, that wasn't
maybe I
even
want to pick that. I want to pick that, I think, because it's just like the fishing was good. Like we each caught, you know, like that one you caught, how big was that? 28
yeah.
and a half or something. I don't
I
know.
think
For northern Wisconsin, it was huge.
yeah.
I caught one that was like the same size, and between just all the shenanigans off camera, the work we put into it, the food. I mean, we even had like spiked hot chocolate. That was pretty cool. I mean, we had a lot of good things that happened. So I don't know. I don't know what you think on like your
That,
favorite memory, but
just in general, that lake, I would say my favorite would be like the year prior. And I wouldn't say it was like my favorite in general because we had an absolutely horrendous night ice fishing. I don't know if we ended up with a video that night or not, but I know you know what night I'm talking about because we sat out there. We knew there was a snowstorm coming. Like
oh yeah,
there was warnings all over the place because we're supposed to get like 2 feet of snow, and we decided, yeah, it's a great idea to just stay up in this secluded area in the middle of nowhere, ice fishing for walleyes until midnight or 1 a.m., whatever, however long we stayed out there. And we even thought it was so great that we invited Brandon out too. And he walked all the way out there and like
he couldn't see where we were
to
with
get
the
to that
reflected.
spot. That's like miles of walking just to get there. And then Brandon, yeah, he walked. Good thing too that he walked all the way out because the only way that we knew how to get back was to follow his footprints all the way back because you couldn't see anything when you turned your headlamp on when it started snowing. Like it was just coming down.
Yeah,
And
because we stayed throughout the whole storm. I
yeah,
remember because we didn't want to drive in the snow, like because it was coming down so fast that you couldn't even see 10 feet in front of you. I remember.
yeah,
So we waited it out, and what was like we were probably out there for like 10 hours, I think, something like that. It was late in the morning.
it was
Well,
insane.
into the night, but into the morning. And then yeah, when we walked off, I think we ended up with like 14 inches of snow that night.
Yeah,
And I remember driving. We had like a 45-minute drive back, and the
McDonald's.
roads weren't even plowed yet. And it was a disaster, but we somehow made it. I think you did actually film that night and got a video.
I think you're right. I do think because I did an outro by the truck and I was almost just like ready to just pass out.
Yeah, because like even just walking was terrible, let alone the 300 pounds of gear that we had
Yeah.
to pull.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely insane. I mean, we've got a ton of stories. Honestly, the best story ever is probably the first time we ever met. John Lehman from Mindak basically just was like, "Hey, do you guys want to come to South Dakota and fish with me?" And long story short, I had to go pick these two random guys up that I had no idea. Like I'd never met these
No.
guys before. It ended up being Nick and Brandon. And yeah, they just come on in my truck. I don't know who these guys are, and let's just drive 8 hours over to South Dakota. So pretty insane. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
honestly, that probably was. It's up there. I mean, that weekend was just phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and who would have thought that would have gone?
Right. Yeah.
Which is just crazy.
It's crazy to think how it's all came about these last couple of years. But
And that was like 7 years ago. I don't
yeah,
know if you know that, but that's crazy.
that is a long time. All right. I think we've answered everybody's questions here. If you guys have any other questions that you have burning in your mind that you want to ask us, or mainly Nick, he is our guest tonight, definitely do that. Travis said stories are better than catching. Absolutely. That's the best part about fishing. But we have a big giveaway here tonight. We are going to be giving away not this one. We are going to be giving away this one right here. Round bait casting reel. This is the Chaos XS. You're going to be able to choose which size you would like. It looks like if you want the 4,000, it's only going to be available in right hand, but the 5,000 and 6,000 is available in blue and black, both right and left. So we are going to be giving this reel away. Just a little bit about this reel. It is a full full metal body. It does have, what is it? 5.3 to 1 gear ratio with 6+1 ball bearings, and it does have a line cast clicker too as well. So awesome reel. Again, this is kind of one of those reels that is used a lot for catfishing, but it's a bait caster, so it has many great uses. And we're going to be giving this away here tonight. So if you guys are interested in winning this, basically what we've been doing here tonight is we've been playing an emoji game. So the first person to post the emoji that we state here on our end, the first person to post that in the comments is going to be the winner of this awesome reel. This is going to be our last giveaway here for tonight. And again, since Nick is our awesome guest here tonight, he is going to pick the last emoji, and it's going to be a good one. But before he does that, if you guys are interested in any of the things that we talked about here tonight, we talked about the line counter reels, the Alios 400 line counter reels, just the standard Alios 400. Whoops. Right here, we also talked about the 300, which I don't have down here, but the 300 is basically the same as the 4. The 4 is just a little bit bigger. Also has some different color options too as well. We also talked about some walleye reels, the Illumix and what was the other one? The Carbon X2s, and I believe the Carbon XT was another one that we talked about. And then I also showed off the Nautix 2 as well. But there's a ton of great reels on the website. If you guys want to go check them out, you can go to www.piscifun.com and you can use code what?
Live 20.
Yes,
right?
live 20. You can use code live20 to save yourself some money at checkout, 20% to be exact. I believe that code should still be live for a little bit here if you guys are interested in that. But let's get this giveaway over with. We are giving away a Chaos XS round bait casting reel. You're going to be able to choose which size you want and which hand it needs to be on. And Nick is going to choose an emoji for you guys. Nick, what are you thinking?
I don't know if I can get more creative than what I have done.
Yeah, you've been pretty creative. You should have saved one of them for the grand finale here.
I thought you were going to actually do something else, I'm going to be honest. Otherwise, I would have had this prepared.
I just don't have any other idea. I mean, we could do a trivia question. What did we talk about throughout the live that people should have remembered?
Well, we talked about a lot of stuff, I guess. A lot of fishing, turns out.
Yeah, we did.
Talked about catfishing, muskie fishing.
Why don't you? All right, here, I got one. We'll end this with a bang here. So earlier today, we had a question, and the question was, what is Nick's favorite way of fishing? Ice fishing or open water? That's a trivia question. What is the answer to that? The first person to post the correct answer to that question, that trivia question, will be the winner. We got somebody in the chat yelling at you, Ashley. She said, live 20, Nick. Get it right.
I know. I should know that.
Oh, it just so has it that Ashley was the first person to post ice too as well. Congratulations to Ashley. Ice fishing was the correct answer. Mikey Clark came in a quick second, and Simmons was a quick third. But congratulations to Ashley. She is the winner of a Piscifun Chaos XS round bait casting reel. You get to choose which size you want, which color you would like, and what hand reel you would like that into as well. So congratulations to Ashley. Thank you for getting Nick in line here too with the live 20 code. He needed that little bit of a boost. But
I wasn't thinking for some reason. Every time you ask me, I look away or I'm looking at something. And then I look back, I'm like, oh, it's my time to answer. And then, but I got it. I was pretty quick this time, I thought.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, congratulations. Please shoot me your mailing address. I will need your full name, your mailing address, your phone number, and I think that's it. I will need that information sent to my email address, which is listed right here. If you get me that information, I can send the reel over to you as soon as possible. So congratulations to Ashley. Any last second questions for Nick, you guys can feel free to ask them now. Otherwise, we're going to be signing off here for tonight, which is a little sad because this has been kind of fun.
Yeah, we should like maybe do some lives together a little more. It's been kind of a fun time.
Yeah, maybe we just jump on a YouTube one of these nights and do some live action.
We could. Can you duel like on YouTube? Is this on YouTube? What is this? I don't even know.
Yeah, so right now we are streaming live on Piscifun's Facebook and Piscifun's YouTube channel, which, Nick, that brings up a great point. If you guys are not already, please make sure that you are following Piscifun on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That way you guys can stay up to date with all the new stuff that we got going on here at Piscifun. Got a lot of new stuff, a lot of new reels that you guys got to check out. A lot of cool things always going on, along with some awesome content too as well. So be sure that you're following us on those platforms. If you want to follow Nick, you can go to YouTube, type in NBedits, and his lovely face will show up on a lot of awesome thumbnails. Maybe you'll even see me on there. Who knows? But you'll be able to watch some of his awesome content. Again, if you guys want to check him out, you guys do have Instagram and Facebook too as well, right?
We do. Facebook's just kind of linked to our Instagram. So I would say our Instagram is more of like what we post on, but you will see our content on Facebook too, I suppose, if everything's together. But
awesome. We have a question from Ted Miller. Does ick, which I'm assuming he meant Nick.
I think he wanted just to ick.
Yeah. Does Nick sturgeon spear?
Never been.
Yeah.
Never been.
Might have to change that this year, Nick.
Well, I see how much fun you always have doing it, so maybe.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. It's just like deer hunting, looking in a hole, waiting for nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Great. Oh, man. Neil, what is the name of your YouTube channel? NBedits is the name of Nick's. I'll get this here. I'll get this out of the way here. Nick's is NBedits, and then I'm just Cody S. Cody S on YouTube.
That one's pretty easy to remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mine's a little, I don't know, the edits came from, it's a long story, but my name's Nick, and then my buddy Brandon, who I do YouTube with, who's not in the live, is the B, and then we make fishing edits, I guess, or I edit a video of fishing. I don't know, but
it makes sense.
It makes sense to me, I guess, so.
Yeah. Amanda says, I subscribe to both of your channels. Keep up the great content. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Amanda.
Awesome. Well, I think this went really well. If you guys want to see us bring on more of our staff members from Piscifun, maybe one of these days we should get Brandon on too as well. He's also a great guy to get to know, especially on a live. It's fun.
He's an entertaining fellow. That's for sure.
So yeah, maybe, once ice fishing commences here, we can get you back on here too, and we can talk about how the ice fishing season's going. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this live. Thank you to everybody that participated. And like I said, be sure that you're following us on our social media pages here. That way you guys can stay up to date with future lives that we're going to be doing. So, Nick, any last words?
Nope. Thanks for having me on. It was a good time.
No problem, buddy.
Thanks, Piscifun, for supporting my fishing habits. And it was fun talking to everybody in the chat, seeing all the comments, and everybody staying with us for the last hour. That's always been fun. So thanks again.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get this wrapped up. Again, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We will see you on the next Piscifun live giveaway here on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page very, very soon. You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys out on the water. Peace.